Greetings, friends. This is Elizabeth Shermer with an intuitive reading for the Grids of Light on Monday, June 20th. Today's reading is in anticipation of the summer solstice and also the full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon occurred earlier this morning, 4:02 a.m. Pacific time, and the solstice occurs later today at 3:34 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It's unusual and really special and powerful to have the Sagittarius full moon bring in the summer solstice, to have both of them so close together and on the same day. So to start, before I share the actual tarot spread, I'd like to say a little bit about both the solstice and the full moon energy so that you can access for yourself these personal opportunities. And so first here I have the card, the Sun, just to say a little bit about the special nature of summer solstice, which, as you probably know, is the longest day of the year, the day of greatest solar illumination, greatest solar exposure for those of us who live in the northern hemisphere. And so what this represents in our cycle of time is, in the northern hemisphere, is peak of solar illumination and personal activation of our season of personal growth in the year, and bringing in the summer, which is a time for personal rejuvenation, for recharging your set point of inspiration and fiery energy and vitality and love of life, and connecting with your own essential soul purpose in a very personal way. When summer's well lived, what you're doing is bringing forth the new energies of spring into new illumination and consciousness and awareness. And what this does is enable you in the fall to come forth back to the larger world, to your community, and to groups, to be of service in a new way, and to collaborate and connect with others, to share resources, to share ideas, and to create together. And so in order to really fulfill the auspices and opportunities of the whole year, it's really important in the summer that you set aside time for personal recharging. This doesn't have to be in isolation. Summer is very much about play and being with friends. However, the focus is, as I said earlier, on you recharging. So make sure in your busy life and in your everyday schedule that you set aside time this summer for fun and whatever that means to you in terms of recharging. Okay, so summer solstice. The card for summer solstice, for solstice, is the card for Cancer, which is the zodiac sign we move in today. And so I work a lot with the Chariot in connecting with what summer means and how to bring summer into my life. And so the Chariot brings forward the energies of Cancer, which have to do with learning for yourself what it means to be fully at home in the world, to feel fully safe and secure and grounded and supported, and able then from this place to move forward in your life in an energy of stability and also forward momentum. So how to embrace stillness and movement at the same time from this place of feeling really at home. And that's in very practical ways and also in transcendent ways of how you feel at home with your highest life purpose and how you learn to bring that in. And then the card for today's full moon is the Art or Alchemy card, which represents Sagittarius. And this card is an incredible companion to summer solstice. You can even see in the background of the green figure the golden Orphic egg, which is very similar to the sun. And this is the principle of gold, meaning your ability to connect with the alchemy of your life, how you connect your higher self with your personal self in the world in really practical ways. The emerald green signifies that this is a energy of the heart, and then there's a lot of fire in the card. Sagittarius is fire and mutable fire, meaning really integrating your creativity and your essence in inspiring ways and bringing this forward into the world. And so all three cards have the frequency of gold. The charioteer, who is you, is wearing golden armor, signifying a confidence and a purified, fully activated solar plexus, which is the energy of the sun, which is also echoed here in the golden Orphic egg in the background, and the golden energy of fire in the cauldron. So just really quick, there's a lot more I could say, but to quickly summarize, this is a day that's infusing a whole new season of purpose and potential that at the very core has to do with your essence and your ability to connect with your own creativity and confidence and purpose and grounding and embodiment. Okay, so knowing all of these really special opportunities and the special nature of this day, I pulled a spread asking for illumination into practical ways that we can connect with the opportunities. And the very first card is another fiery card, and this actually in astrology for the summer happens to be the card for Leo. So this is saying, which is represents the peak of summer energy. So this is saying, yes, indeed, we're stepping into this season of fire and love and light in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, if you're listening, there you can absolutely work with these energies from a place of internal fire. Right now, most of us are listening to this are in the northern hemisphere, and so we're experiencing the fire externally and embracing the sun as it gifts us with our own activation of personal illumination and personal fire and personal creative essence. So your awareness right now, the middle card is in the position of mind. Your awareness can be focused on the gift of these new opportunities this season of connecting with your full luster for life. This card is called Strength or Lust, meaning luster and golden illumination, and embracing all the parts of yourself and your full essence and vitality. So holding that awareness now in the position of circumstances is the Death card, not signifying actual death, but a metamorphosis of circumstances and form, and your willingness to embrace change. So this card, I believe now, and what I'm receiving from the reading is very much connected with the astrology chart for the full moon. And so that on a to really summarize, it has to do with your ability now to fully embrace the present moment and your beauty and your connection to beauty and truth on a deep level, so that you can allow the release of forms and circumstances and ideas and belief systems that are ready to go. And so there's a natural opportunity and frequency in the full moon, especially delivered by Neptune, who dissolves old forms. There's a natural dissolving, and it's part of your personal power to allow that to happen. And it's all for the bringing forward of new opportunities and new forms with this birth. And in the position of mind, the lust card, lust strength card, is saying that when you move, if there are challenges in circumstances or density or stagnation or resistance, even within, it could come up in physical experiences as well as circumstances or relationships. If you move within and ask for clarity and support, you will be able to connect with the creative vitality that will give you insight into into your best alignment, so that you can allow what needs to be released and changed to do so. It doesn't need to be traumatic. In the position of spirit, an emphasis of that is the Ten of Cups, called satiety. And so Source and Spirit and your higher self are supporting you to experience full emotional abundance and at the same time release a tendency to go into overwhelm or overload. So don't feel like things are, if you feel like things are too much, just ask for help and know that everything is unfolding with perfection. The Ten of Cups sometimes can feel like too much, and at the same time it's a blessing card of full emotional, the potential for emotional fulfillment that's moving into something new. So be willing to know that there's a lot of bigness right now. So I drew a fourth card asking for clarity and insight, and it's a very strong affirmation of the solstice because it's actually the Six of Discs. Success is a card of solar illumination. This is a representation of the tree of life with the sun in the middle, and an acknowledgement of blessings being delivered from a place of full solar illumination. So the message here is that the coming season of summer is definitely a time of blessing and of receiving new birth and new forms and new opportunities. And so some of that requires letting go of forms of the past that don't serve you anymore, which is the significance of the Death card. So since this is a card of circumstances, I'm going to put it here and leave you with this image in the center of you this summer thriving in your strength and vitality and joy, and a celebration of your ability to connect with the deepest passion and truth and essence of who you are. And I wish you an amazing summer. And as you initiate your season of summer, really thank the moon and the sun and all the helpers for creating this alignment. We do that now, today, and moving forward. And I wish you a joyous season. I'll be with you again in a couple of weeks. On July 4th, we have the Cancer new moon, and we can set our intentions, our new moon intentions for the summer. Until then, this is Elizabeth Shermer with an intuitive reading for the Grids of Light.